Good, yes. Okay, now it works. All right. Every time I ask for a confirmation, I get like 30 comments. All right, cool. We're back. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever. We're back Monday. It is 9 a.m. here in the morning for Australia, and holy shit, everyone here is going crazy. I'm so happy to talk to you guys again. It was the weekend, obviously, that just passed, and I've been dying to do these streams again because I love doing these streams, guys. I love doing them. The fact that I can go on here, talk to you guys, and cover all the information and the stuff in my head and put it out there to you guys, the world, in NFT land, and get information going, get a conversation going, is just the funnest thing. So let's just dive right into it. Normally, as you guys know, there's always a giveaway. I don't have Michael here, so my skills on switching and transitioning is gonna suck because Michael always helps me. But anyway, let's get some. What we will be doing is going through some tweets that I made regarding artists. We're going to be going through this thread on early NFT projects. So CryptoPunks for a very long time, guys, was regarded as the first NFT project on Ethereum. In fact, it was actually regarded as the first NFT project ever. And then the first NFT project on Ethereum. And then it turns out there was a few NFT projects that predate Ethereum. But in this thread, I actually went down the rabbit hole, and there's a very damn deep rabbit hole, and came across all the NFT projects, or the kind of story on how we got to NFTs, right? So it's actually pretty insightful. I'll be going through a little bit of that, touching on that. A couple of new news pieces came out. Method Man released NFTs. Treeverse, which is Loopifier's project. Mr. Beast bought a GaryVee VeeFriends, so I'll go through that a little bit. Twitter NFTs blowing up. And of course, we have the giveaway, right? We got the giveaway. EB, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Michael is here in spirit. Yes, you are. Okay, so let me pin this. Pin message. The pin message, guys, is how we do our giveaway. Again, we will be giving away an Astro Friend today. Astro Friend have been doing pretty damn good, and I have literally 350 of them. So, we're going to be giving that away. Let's go to let's check out the floor real quick. As you guys know, Astro Friends are this kind of like newish PFP project that have a bit of different, I guess, personalities that own them and represent them. We've got Elliott Trades. This is a project that was made on Elliott Trades platform. I think it's called Superfarm. So Superfarm incubated this project. It's kind of like these bulls you can get that have random trades, some being rare, some being very common, but you can cash these in for free and you get a Rick Strode bull. Okay, you get one of these things for free. Well, not one of those things. Not one of those things. Totally spelled that wrong. Astro. Oh, wait, maybe just go on the website. astrofriend.com. And real quickly, I wanted to go through this, but again, you get these random trades already sold out. It's gone from 0.08 to 0.3. That's not important. The important thing is you get this free bull, which is done by the comic artist of the Rick and Morty comic series, right? So again, just gonna give away one of these. Now, which one should I give away? I'm not sure. Let's go take a look. Let's see. So far, I did the math, guys. Last week we gave away a what do you call it? We gave away 2 Astro Friends. We gave away a Vogu. We gave away a Curio card, right? So 4 things we gave away. I did the math. Turns out that they're about $3,000 to $5,000 US worth of giveaways, which is pretty insane. I love giving away because, well, I didn't actually spend $3,000 to $5,000 US. I spent probably $1,000 US on them, but they've gone up. They've gone up in value to that point, and NFTs are the best thing to give away because they're just so easy to give away. I literally just send them through an Ethereum address and they have value, and who knows, they may keep going up. All right, so let's give away an Astro Friend. I'm going to give away, let's give away this guy. He's got diamond horns, which is somewhat rare. 13%, 17%, 4% Fedora headwear. got the hat, 4%. Sharp diamond. So it's 4% of people have the horns. If you click, and this is how I do my rarity research. If it's not rarity tools, I go there, I click the properties, and then I see, okay, 348 results, which means there's 348 bulls in the whole thing that have 348 out of 10,000 that own this. So, all right, so 9508, Michael. They're the one. That's the one that people will win. So the way you guys, laser eyes. I don't know about that, man. Laser eyes are maybe you know what? I'll give away laser eyes at the end of this week. Laser eyes is actually one of the rarest. In fact, the laser eye floor is pretty much one Ethereum. This guy right here. This guy right here, if you check out, I already said that I'll give it away, didn't I? Now I've got to give it away. Where is laser eyes? There is only, this is actually one of the most rarest bulls. There's only 110 bulls with laser eyes, which is one of the rarest features, right? Usually what happens is when there's 1% ish of the features, that's like 100 or so bulls that have it, because again 1% of 10,000 is around 100. So we'll give away that. Not this guy today. We'll give him away at the end of this week or the end of next week, but I'll 100% give him away. Not this guy, but a laser eye guy. I got to be very clear with what I say, just in case I commit myself. So we'll be giving away for now. Who did we decide on? The guy with the diamond horns. Where did he go? I swear he was here somewhere. Was it 9508? 9508. Yeah, this guy right here. All right, we're gonna give away this guy, and he is somewhat rare. He's got the horns, but anyway, that's who we're giving away. The floor is about 0.2 ish, so that's about what? About 600 USD. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's go with the content. We're gonna. Oh, by the way, if you don't know how to get into that giveaway, remember you have to go to the Discord. You click here, which is, it's a pinned message at the top of this chat. Wait, sorry, you guys can't see it. Over here, it's a pinned message at the top of the chat. You go to Maddie Stream giveaways. This is posted. You click this thing, and you are part of the giveaway. And in about 37 minutes, it'll select a winner, and that winner will be contacted by Michael or myself or Agent M. And whoever wins will get the Astro Ball. I'll send it myself personally. Okay. The MetaKey Discord obviously is all about NFTs. Remember, you can come in here, talk NFT strategy. This is literally where we talk everything NFTs. So jump in if you want to join the discussion and find out where the valuable kind of discussions go. We always do NFT breakdowns and all sorts of things. So, all right, that is that done. Let's go through some information, new news. All right, so I recently tweeted this, bullish on new artists dedicating their heart and soul to the space. Now, the reason why I'm going to go through this is because, just very, very quickly, I'll go through this, is these tweets, they may seem like I'm just kind of, throwing something out there, but what I'm actually doing is trying to find some really good artists, right? Now, obviously, we have artists that have been established in the space for 2 to 3 years, and, the X copies, the what do you call it, the Ferocious, the the Josies, the Jose Delvos, the Trevor Jones, right? These guys existed for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They built their legacy. Now we can't turn back time and hope that we were back there, right? And obviously some of that art is quite expensive. But when I post this, usually what happens, and it's happened again, is people throw in and tag artists that they've been following. So new artists that they've been following. Remember, we're in 2020, guys, or 2021, right? 2017 was an iconic year now, looking back. 2021 will also be an iconic year when there's millions of artists out there all across the globe, all across the country, doing all sorts of things with NFTs, that 2021 will have, people will look back and there'll be a handful of artists. Although it looks like thousands, it will still be quite rare for the number of artists that minted art in 2021. Remember, when you mint art, it's time stamped on blockchain. No one can ever change the fact that you as an artist or as a person minted art at that date, at that time. And that's why certain art that was minted at 2017 on blockchain is valuable, because that token was produced at that time. It represented an artist, an art piece or whatever, and it became valuable because of that. 420 likes, cool. So very quickly, when I posted this, people started to post a bunch of different artists that they are interested in, and I found some really cool ones. for example, this guy, right? Now, this guy's art I thought was pretty cool. I didn't buy any at the moment, but I just thought that the art style was really cool. Anything Game Boy related, anything that brings me back to nostalgia of the 1990s is like an insta win for me. um, so I just like the art style. You're right. When I see an artist like that, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I may collect some of the art. I may maybe reach out to the artist to do some commissions for some stuff that I have coming up. Who knows? But you can see how we can find artists. Now, when it comes to investing in art and all that, I don't really want to give too much advice because at the end of the day, it's really just what you like as a person, right? It like I can tell you what I like in art, but that's not, I'm one of the small niche demographics across the thousands of collectors out there. I personally like art that resonates with me, whether it be the colors, the style, the actual type of art, or the artist and the way he conducts himself, he or she conducts themselves. But anyway, just some really quick, just a quick mention of how, if you look hard, there's actually some really good artists out there. And it's not so much just the work that's quite good, it's also their dedication to the space. And that's why in the tweet I've said, bullish on new artists dedicating their heart and soul to the space, right? Because I'm not interested in purchasing art from an artist who just drops something and disappears for 5 years, right? I'm interested, although, like artists can be successful in their own way, in their own style. They can drop something and disappear for a while. But I love having conversations. I love connecting. I like adding them to my whatever I'm doing, my community, right? My style of projects that I'm involved in. And so I like to personally invest in people that are here to stay and add a Twitter account and communicate what they're doing, build art, and maybe do collabs with other people and really dedicate or do a shift in really taking the NFT space seriously. And so this is the same mindset I think a lot of other collectors have. But they take the space quite seriously. And so where we personally as collectors and NFT enthusiasts, we're so dedicated to the space, we love to see other people do the same. And when we see that and resonate with that, it kind of gets us to try and buy some of that art. But anyway, just a very quick mention on the fact that there is so many undiscovered artists. I encourage you guys to take a look. I think art's going to be big. And when I say that, I think there's going to be a huge amount of collectors coming back in and realizing the space is here to stay and going about collecting this stuff. All right, let's move on. This was a great post to make. I did this about, I did this day before yesterday, or was it yesterday night? No, I think it was day before yesterday at 3 a.m. Was it yesterday? God, I'm losing track of time. Day before yesterday, I did this, and it took me like 5 hours to do, but early NFT art game projects that were created between 2011 to 2017. Now, we all know that CryptoPunks came out in 2017. Oh, by the way, can you guys press the like button on the YouTube video? Apparently that helps NFT distribute the content to find more people. So smash the like button if you can. It helps more people find the stream. So when the stream goes live out on YouTube, people come in, YouTube distributes it to all these people that are also NFT interested, and they find the stream for the first time and they come in and figure it out and join in. So yeah, smash the likes button. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, so 10 early NFT projects that were created before CryptoPunks, because CryptoPunks, guys, for a very, very, very long time, literally for 3 years, people believed it to be the first NFT project ever. Now, there was a lot of talk on these projects that early OGs were saying that, hell no, it's not the first NFT project. And so Etheria was actually one of the first NFT projects, if not the first NFT project on Ethereum. And you can see this is when the Ethereum chain started, before there was Bitcoin, Counterparty, and Namecoin. And these were very early experiments of NFTs and what they could mean and what they can do. And there were so early experiments that people didn't really take off. But they had people messing around with it and adding different projects, and people realizing, oh, wait a second, you can collect cards. Oh, wait a second, you can collect memes and GIFs, and you could fractionalize art. And these early experiments is what led us to what Ethereum, the Ethereum platform, and also what the types of tokens, one being NFTs, that you can release on Ethereum. This is my prediction. Okay, what can work out, cannot. Etheria, is that how I spell it? Okay, so these guys, and you can see the picture here. Etheria was actually the first NFT, as far as we know, to ever be minted on the Ethereum platform. What it is they're these tiles of it's pretty much the first virtual land project as well. So it's these tiles that you can own a piece of and deploy, I believe, an item or whatever, right? A house or something on these tiles. So if you click these, you can go and explore them. Some of them actually, I'm pretty sure there was something that was minted here. So you can see maybe this tile has something here. It's got a little horse here, and it may look like nothing, but that's what makes this nostalgic. That's what makes it important. And if you look at the cheapest Etheria tile right now is 32 or 35 Ethereum, right? $100,000 for this, as people have rediscovered this and been like, wait a second, this is the first. So I think what will happen is, as knowledge spreads, the real OG early NFT projects that have now been rediscovered, these guys have been rediscovered like 4 months ago, right? 5 months ago, people dug all these projects out, and it's going to take some time for these to hit mainstream. But I think this is my opinion. All right, this is my prediction: is that anyone being able to deploy anything here means that you're a freaking OG. One, you own the first ever virtual land project item. You own one of the first, if not the first, NFT projects on Ethereum that predates CryptoPunks, and you have something there. It might become like the 1,000 or million pixel page. Do you guys remember that? There was this thing, million pixel page. I think it was called this, the $1 million homepage, right? It was a thing where in the early web, they put together this the $1 million homepage, which I think you could buy a pixel for X amount of money, and it was kind of like this early experiment on the web properties, and this guy made a website, and you can see all the projects and companies that bought the pixels and now are there. But now it's a piece of history, guys. It's a piece of history, right? I think Etheria might become that sort of thing in the blockchain world because it is a piece of history, and as people are rediscovering it and start to deploy things there, it's like, oh, holy crap, right? That is pretty cool. Again, it's a prediction. Will it happen or not? I don't know. I don't know if it will happen or not. But did I get any fluffs? I didn't get any fluffs. I will tell you the truth. I don't even know. I don't even know what fluffs are. Right? I've kept away from Twitter on the weekend. Let's check it out right now. Let's check out what you guys are talking about. What the hell is this fluffs thing? I keep getting distracted. I know I have a game plan. FLUF World. Is that it? Is it FLUF World? Okay. I like it. That does look pretty cool. I like how the art is not just 2D these days anymore. You guys can see how I investigate projects. Okay. Holy shit. You're telling me the floor is 1 Ethereum already? All right. That is pretty insane. 5,000 Ethereum in volume over 1 day. Holy shit. Sorry. I shouldn't cuss, but that is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. FLUF World, home to 10,000 unique 3D animated rabbits living as NFTs on the blockchain. There's only one thing fluffs love more than carrots, and that's dope beats. So no fluff would be complete without a dance and soundtrack. Fluffs have been programmatically generated from 270 attributes across 14 categories to be entirely unique by at least 3 degrees of separation. This also excludes their expression, blah, 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 blah. Oh, they can dance. Scene and soundtrack. Okay, that's cool. Not only are fluffs beautifully designed collectible characters, they also serve as your ticket to a world of exclusive content, from music and events to metaverse avatars. Yes, that is cool. That is absolutely cool. Okay, so they've got music. That's interesting. They've all got a different beat to them. Big fan. Big fan of what I see. Am I going to buy some? I don't know. Probably will, actually. Some rare traits. Looks like a lot of rarity here. So 1%, 3%, 7%. But anyway, this is cool. The fact that people are playing with sounds as rarity traits now is pretty cool. It sold out in 40 minutes. Take a look at Eververse. I actually have some Eververse. Try clicking on one. I can, but I don't think you guys can hear the music because the music isn't I don't know if you guys can hear this because I'm not sure if the music's connected to the stream, but that is interesting. That is interesting. Let's look at the activity again. That's crazy. 40 minutes, right? Wow. What was the original mint price? You guys know? Was it 0.08? 0.19, so 0.2? Was it 0.2, 0.58, 1.3, 1.7? Holy shit. The reason why I think you can kind of tell these are going nuts is because it's been a good 24 hours plus since mint time and date. And these are still selling at multiple times a minute. There's 5 selling per minute right now. It's insane. 3 to 5 selling per minute. Those are the projects that actually end up doing really, really well. So I'm not going to vouch for it because I haven't looked deep enough, but it looks like this is a pretty decent project from what I can see. Now, it depends if they actually will deliver. Let's quickly check out FLUF World. I've got it muted on soundtrack. 0.09, 0.07 or 0.09? Thoughts on Lazy Lions, royalties paid monthly. You know what, like, who knows which project can do good, guys? Like, Lazy Lions might do well, FLUF might do well. I'm personally a fan of anyone pushing the boundaries. If anyone's doing something new, experimenting, and this looks pretty sick. Like, I love the art. I love the fact that he's moving and animated. That's pretty cool. I love it. I'm actually a big fan. Now, I don't know if I'm going to buy some or not, but let's look at the Twitter real quickly. 5,476, 10,000 NFTs. Yep. Look at the engagement we have sold out in 21 hours. Am I seeing this correctly? The FLUF World floor is freaking 1.74 ETH. Yes, that is insane. Insane for 24 hours. So that's cool. That sets a new sort of precedence for NFT projects coming out, right? 3D. Not all of them have to be 3D, but the fact that there's some music involved, there's obviously a very strong play at the metaverse sort of thing. I like what I see, guys. I like what I see. All right, back to Etheria. Let me quickly finish Etheria. Again, I think it might become the $1 million homepage. In fact, more, because already the minimum for a tile is $100,000. If you go here, you click on Etheria feed. Etheria feed, right? So Etheria bot. So this bot, new sale. This one went for 40 Ethereum. So 4 hours ago, this little tile went for 40 Ethereum, $120,000. And 4 hours ago, another tile went for 40 Ethereum, 26 Ethereum. Oh, this is mine. Oh, sick! I got one. I actually placed a bid on a tile for 26 Ethereum, so it looks like I got one, guys. So I bought one for Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, $82,000 US. This bid was accepted 13 hours ago. I placed a bid, I think, 24 hours ago. And there you go, seller, the buyer. That's my wallet, 0xBB51. That's my wallet, right? 0xBB 8B51. Yep. Cool. So I got one. I'm strapped in. Apparently there's like 500 of them, or 476. There's not many, but it's a bet, right? It's a bet that this may become something big because of the historical context, the fact that it was truly the first Ethereum NFT, and you can actually upload stuff to it. So it's actually a very important and integral project to the metaverse concept, because it's the first time you could buy a plot of land, upload something to it. So let's see if I might upload this stream to it. Let's see what happens, but that's pretty cool. Market cap 37 million. So I believe that's 476 or something divided by 81,000 times 81,000 should equal something like that. Cool. Let's see what happens. 26 Ethereum bid accepted. If we quickly go to Etheria World, and I'm gonna move on after this point. All right, so I have to log into my MetaMask, which I don't have set up here, but I'd love to quickly check out the bids, because you can actually see the bids and the current tiles that are offered for sale. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. It's one of the many projects that I've kind of invested in. There were also, as you guys can see, a bunch of others. let's very quickly, guys, let's very quickly go through this. So this was block number 138725, right? Where it was the first time ASC2, I have to admit, I have no clue what the hell that is. But the first time art was embedded into the blockchain. So the first time there was an attempt to do something artistic into the blockchain. This is not transferable. This is not an NFT. This is just code that's written into the blockchain. So blockchain, guys, if you don't, just to give you guys a little bit of context of what a blockchain is. Blockchain is a very, very simple a way to explain it. It's a spreadsheet. It's literally a Google Drive sort of style spreadsheet. The only difference between a blockchain, a spreadsheet, or an information holder is that it's not controlled by one party, right? So if you think about your bank holds the information of how much money you own, how much money your friends own. When you transfer money across with the bank, you have to trust that that the bank updates that information correctly, because it's all managed by one central party. So the blockchain spreadsheet is that it's public. I can see who owns what. I can see which owners own Etheria tiles, or which owners own Astro Friends, or which owners have X many, 10,000 mana coins in their wallet. And I can airdrop them people, all of those followers, all of the people, that community, certain items, right? So I can engage and communicate with those people. The blockchain, that spreadsheet that's on the blockchain is kept alive by hundreds of people at the same time. So the risk of it being tampered with, or the risk of any faulty information, is almost zero based on how many people are keeping it alive. So you can trust that that information is correct. And that's a big difference, right? That's a big difference between a spreadsheet that's kept alive by many people, the blockchain, or a centralized spreadsheet like a Google Drive file that's kept alive and messed around with one party, being maybe the bank or whoever has capability of that spreadsheet or information collecting and storing and updating. If that's managed by a small set of people, you always have to trust that they do it correctly. With the blockchain, you don't have to have any trust, and therefore we can trust that that information is correct. And I can be like, all right, well, these 100 people, these 100 addresses that have 1,000 mana each, it's 100% correct that this is true, so let me send it to them. That with that information, I can trust it 100% that it's accurate, and I can do those moves, right? And I'm gonna not miss anyone that has 1,000 mana, because that was all of them. It was in the blockchain, and that's why the blockchain is so powerful. And this looks like the first kind of attempt at people putting some code in there, right? And Len was our friend, a brilliant mind, a kind soul, and a devious schemer. So it looks like this guy passed away, and a friend of his made a tribute to him and stored him in blockchain. It's pretty cool, actually. This was in 2011. Now you can't collect this. This just exists in blockchain, right? It's pretty damn cool. Colored coins was the idea of Bitcoin are fungible in the sense if I give you Bitcoin, you give me a Bitcoin back, then that's a fair trade. Now, colored coins was the idea of maybe adding some sort of a stamp or some sort of a tag to early Bitcoin, so that when those are transferred, you can see that they came with, there's a stamp to them, right? So you can start to assign value that this Bitcoin has a stamp, and therefore it's worth more or less, or it represents certain things. Again, that was early experiments. This one was the building of Counterparty, and I believe Counterparty was a side chain to Bitcoin. And then on Counterparty, people could build other projects. So it's kind of like an early Ethereum, I believe. And so this one, NILI coins was possibly the very first cases of issuing coins backed by art. So NILI coin, made by NILI Learner, issued these coins on Counterparty and said that if you own them, Bitcoin Talk, guys, bitcointalk.org was pretty much the very first forums where crypto and Bitcoin was discussed about. You'll find a lot of historical gems in here. In fact, 2017 was all about not really much Twitter. It was actually more about people running to Bitcoin Talk to figure out who's launching what projects. I know it looks really lame, but again, right, the early days are all about this sort of attempts. And so the history is really, really rich here, in my opinion. So NILI coins, The coin backed by the value of my existing artwork. When you buy NILI coin, you are buying ownership of my artwork. Owning a coin is owning the proportional piece of the art collection. Again, early experiments to merge blockchain and art. You can see how it all started. Then we had Monograph, monetized graphics. This term here is pretty much what NFTs are today, right? They tried to do Monograph, which back then, I need some water, which I don't have. Monetized graphic, they went with Monograph, was an early way for artists to secure art on blockchain. You can sign in with Twitter, you can submit the URL of your art to them. Then they give a specific key, which has a string made up of different features. That string, apparently, I think you store it in a wallet, which at that time was a Namecoin wallet, and you can pass that. I think you can pass that whole wallet to someone that owns the string, and therefore, as the string is timestamped, you can kind of say that this person owns that art piece. And it was an early attempt to tie blockchain. So the early attempt was to tie blockchain and art. This attempt was to tie blockchain and art from artists, or to build a platform where people can do that and then transfer art across. Thing and Olga were the first single mint counterparty tokens. So what makes an NFT an NFT is that there's a unique ID of that particular token that is different from every other token, right? Getting very nerdy, I know. Apparently this was the first single unit counterparty token in issuance in 2014. Very quickly, let's keep going. This one is in 2014. This guy, his name is, what's his name? Kevin McCoy, called MCCOYSPACE, made this GIF, and you can see here the transaction info. And in the transaction of this token, you can see he has embedded this in the data, saying, I assert title to the file at the URL, this one right here, which is that GIF. So this is the first attempt, and this is what the data looks like. It's a token, and in the token, there's a GIF, and that's the art piece, right? That is literally what people are paying millions of dollars for, is this information in code, which is really just a token linking to a URL. That's what it is, right? And this is why there's a lot of talk about the URL you're linking to. Is it going to a server that can be taken down? Because if this is on a server and that server crashes, and then you go to that server to check out this URL, or you click on this token, it's going to point to a URL that gives you an error, right? Technically, that art piece can be reverted to something that doesn't exist. But the token can exist, but the URL it's pointing to cannot exist, right? And that's why it's important having what they call art stored on IPFS, which I believe is a more decentralized nature of hosting art or hosting files, more trustable, that is here for the long term. So again, we're getting very nerdy, and this is, again, you know, looking at all the conversation will start to make sense on Twitter when you start to see developers talking about art and why things matter, why things don't matter. This is what the stuff we're going to come out with very early. Now, Spells of Genesis was one of, if not the first attempt to build a proper game project on blockchain. You could buy these tokens and trade them. You can actually still play this. You can play this game even till today by EVERDREAM soft. Download the app and actually play the game. It's pretty cool. I haven't played the game, but the fact that you can play the game, pretty interesting. You can still buy the tokens, I believe, but yeah, I haven't really looked too much into it. Now we have Etheria, our friends, 2015. So 2 years before CryptoPunks, guys. You can see here the picture of him, and this is an iconic picture. This is a really important picture because it shows him presenting at DevCon 1. It was a demo at DevCon 1 and showing what you can use Ethereum for. And this is why, like, you know, even Decentraland and CryptoVoxels, Sandbox, when you go into these projects, especially when in Decentraland, right, launched about 1.5 years ago, when people went in there, they were like, what is this crap? Like, you look around, there's just polygonal trees everywhere. It's just landscape of nothing. But those early times, and although they look very basic, they matter a lot 2 years, 3 years down the line, right? They matter massively when the space grows and people look back at that and then they realize, holy shit, this is where it started. So this is why, you know, you can't discount anything in this space. You can't, just because it looks a certain way doesn't mean You can discount it. The fact that it looks all polished and nice and neat and beautiful, that's signs of a mature industry. How you make money in NFTs is investing when the industry is not mature. So things that look like crap are actually, they have a chance of becoming iconic one day. That's why CryptoPunks, they may look beautiful now, but if you look at it back then, I'm sure many people would have looked at it and been like, this looks like crap. I'm not going to buy anything. The rare Pepe is on counterparty. Peperium apparently was a Pepe project on Ethereum. I'm not sure if there were any tokens there. ENS domains. So ENS domains, as you guys know, you can buy these jiffy.eth, a lot.eth. You can buy these .eth domains, which I can attach to my Ethereum address, and I can say, hey guys, pay directly to Maddie.eth. There's that. Then there's Curio cards, and Curio cards came out after that, which was, I think, some of the very first art attempts on Ethereum, where it was this exhibition sort of thing where these artists came together and you could buy their art in different batches. And you can see here 400 sold, 200 sold, 821 sold. And again, if you check out OpenSea Curio cards, you'll notice a lot of them are selling for a lot more than they were a few months ago, right? They're mooning, because again, people are realizing before CryptoPunks, there was a very rich history of NFTs. And then after all this, then we got CryptoPunks, which obviously have done very well now. But I'll be honest, guys, CryptoPunks for 3 years, people believed CryptoPunks to be the first. They had a head start on that narrative, which now is false. The narrative is false. So how that affects prices going forward, I'm not sure. I think CryptoPunks have come to mean prestige or OG status in the crypto world, but the reality is that they're not when you look deeper. And when that hits mainstream, I wonder how that's going to be perceived or change things. At the end of the day, if you have a CryptoPunks, it's kind of still prestigious. It's still like, holy shit, this guy has a $150,000 profile picture. So, in that sense, like massive head start. And I think it'll still be relevant as one of the first collectible projects that at least took NFTs mainstream, right? Or had a big play in that. Then we had Mooncat Rescue and then a bunch of different projects. Then we had CryptoKitties come out, Decentraland come out, Decentraland obviously being a more serious attempt at building a virtual land project. CryptoCats, EtherRux, blah, blah, blah. And then, this infographic, you can see a bunch of different projects that came in after. And you can go and do some research in the previous ones if I've missed anything. But I don't know, guys. It's just very interesting for me personally to dive deep into this and find all these new projects or where it started and where it is now. That information in my mind allows me to make good decisions when I see a NILI coin, right? If I see a NILI coin going for like $1 somewhere, I'll be like, oh shit, that matters. That's an important thing. Let me see if I can buy it, right? Or this Olga token, or these tokens, maybe they may come up somewhere or an auction and people don't know their value, but me and you guys know their value now because we've done our research or we found something that shows their value long term. When others figure it out, they'll hold value. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. We have fallen really deep into that rabbit hole. Method Man, a Wu-Tang Clan member, I believe, has launches his very own comic book series. Now, I don't usually comment or make a I don't usually cover news of someone famous dropping an NFT, because I think we're past that stage where it's just someone famous or a brand just dropping an NFT. We want to see more. So whether it be a game or a comic book or something, like I want to see people, projects pushing the space forward, doing something different. So Method Man launches his very own comic book series as an NFT. This looks pretty cool. Iron Lung is taking his passion for comics one step further by launching his own comic book series. What's more, it'll mark his grand entrance into the world of NFT. Yes, it will. If you go down here, you can see exactly what is part of it. So the first installment is Meth's anthology series. Part 1, the origin, and features original characters, animations, and artwork, as well as apparel and unreleased music. So, big deal for Method Man fans, right? There is, again, you're enhancing the experience. It's not just an NFT. It comes with music. It comes with apparel, animations, and artwork. You might even get to meet him. So it's like, NFTs are a community thing. It's about providing more value to someone that owns a piece of you as a brand or as a person. So it is good to see this sort of stuff. I love seeing more experiments and someone pushing it apart from just dropping an NFT and disappearing, which is what happened with a lot of Nifty Gateway art in the very early days. And to be honest, it's not really their fault, because they, like, people didn't even know what the heck NFTs were. For all they knew, it was you're just dropping a picture of yourself and people want to collect it. But now we know more. We know that people want to do more. More can be done, and that's why there's more attempts. Now, Treeverse was released by Loopify, and he says it being kind of the RuneScape of the crypto world. I have to say, the animations of Treeverse looks pretty damn dope. You can actually walk around and it looks like you can punch people and stuff. Let's go check out Loopify stuff. Good to see people like Loopify and anyone else come out and build something from pretty much scratch. I remember Loopify having like 3,000 followers and, you know, talking about doing a lot of stuff and then going really serious with building stuff. And this is what getting very serious into investing, building, communicating, growing your social profile looks like, right? I remember Loop getting into it in the very early days, probably like 4 to 5 months ago, and looked like he's got a product that recently raised a few $1 million, got a brand with 45,000 followers, and obviously a lot of engagement that he can leverage to continue building products on. It's a good example of how you can really push the boundaries as an artist or a human being in the space. The Treeverse looks like you can pick a character, you can go in there, and what do you do in there? You can talk, you can chat. The fact that you can actually do this, right? There's at least a product out there that you can see and you can do this. Can you meet other people? I think there was August 12th is the private alpha, but pretty cool. I think he's got a family friend or a friend or a brother maybe who can build that stuff from scratch. But I like it. I like the fact that you can see what the product looks like. You can actually I think go in there on August 12th and look at that engagement. 543 retweets, 2,100 likes. There's obviously a desire for people to hang out somewhere, right? So who knows, this can actually become pretty big, and we may be, instead of trading on Twitter, we may be trading on Treeverse. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. After Treeverse, now Mr. Beast, who is known as one of the biggest gaming YouTubers or gaming Twitch streamers in the world. GaryVee, I'm loaded up on some VeeFriends. Can't wait to see what you do. As you guys know what VeeFriends are, maybe some of you guys don't know what VeeFriends are, but VeeFriends, VeeFriends is, they look basic, right? I'm not gonna lie and tell you this is the most beautiful art I've seen. They look basic. They're actually Gary's basic doodles, which he prides himself on because that's something that he used to do while he was young. But they're going nuts as well. 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago, half an hour ago, I think there used to be like 1 Ethereum or 1.5 Ethereum, but the minimum price now is like 7 to 10 Ethereum for a single one. We recently purchased a gift goat, which if you own these NFTs, you actually get certain experiences. So if you own this one, Alert Ape, this token is verifiable for addition. This token is verifiable for admission into VCon. The token is a collectible that lives on Ethereum. Now, all of these are actually tickets to VCon, which is his conference, but some of them do more. So you can see this one here, Brave Bison. I think this one does a bit more. This token is claimable that lives on blockchain. Additional content. Okay, so I'm not sure if this one does more, but the gift goat. Where's the gift goat? Gift goat. A gift goat actually allows you to, is a verifiable token on blockchain. Yes, a minimum of 6 physical gifts will be sent to gift goat token holders per year for 3 years until token experience expires. Each year shall be defined as the 12th month. Okay, so this is just a disclaimer. So you're going to get a physical gift each 6 times a year, which I think is 1 every 2 months, right? And looks like as you're kind of investing in GaryVee, right? You're investing in GaryVee's career by owning his first set of NFTs. And he's kind of said that he's going to go on to build a massive brand, or go on to basically dedicate his entire life to those that own his NFTs, his early collection. So wherever the NFT industry goes, whatever it does, and if Gary continues to be an integral part of that, which it looks like he will be, he's obviously got a massive head start in terms of social leverage, then you're kind of investing in that growth, right? Now, I got one for myself personally. I also got one for MetaKey holders. So if you own the MetaKey, then we will do a giveaway every time a physical comes in, and whoever wins that will get that physical. But it'll be interesting to watch how these will do long term, as Gary continues to grow his brand. Maybe 3 years from now, Gary's launch will be seen as iconic, right? Okay, let's keep going. Mr. Beast got one of GaryVee's VeeFriend, so it kind of also gives you an insight as to who's going to be at VCon. Sean Williams, an artist who's been in the space for a while, I have enjoyed following Sean. He said someone just sold his Twitter NFT for 72 Ethereum. Someone just sold a Twitter NFT for 72 Ethereum, one that I own. So I think like a month or 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago, I think, Twitter airdropped or gave for free 140 Twitter NFTs. So Twitter themselves officially are obviously quite into blockchain. Jack has experimented with an NFTs. I think he sold his first tweet as an NFT for a few $1 million. But they've gone on to release these NFTs that don't look all that, but they're pretty basic, right? Some are 3D, some are GIFs, whatever. And that's not the point. The point is they come from Twitter officially. So if Twitter keeps going on to become one of the biggest social apps, who knows how and what it's going to look like in a month from now. Sorry to say the truth, but V is not an artist. He's not an artist. He's a brand, right? GaryVee is a brand. And some of these projects are a brand. They're not artists. NFTs are not just an artist thing. They're a brand thing. They can literally just, he could have released a picture with a red dot or a green dot or a black dot or an empty or a blank card that was just had a color on it, and they would have probably sold for the same amount as they did previously, right? You are investing in the GaryVee brand, just like how you would purchase a Michael Jordan jersey. Obviously, Michael Jordan's a different thing, but the jersey itself, what is it? It's a piece of cotton, right? It's a piece of cotton with a number on it that is the same as the other jerseys that you may see around you. But the difference is it came from Michael Jordan. He owned it. Came from him, right? Everyone knows it came from him. They can verify that based on the video or image taken at the time or whatever. So the same thing, the same concept here. You can verify there was a transition from a brand to the collector. But right, so Twitter releases NFTs, and you can see here, you can see that if you click on activity, we can see the sales that have happened, and recently they've gone from 45 Ethereum, 50 Ethereum, which is 150,000 US dollars. Guys, I can't believe we're seeing $100,000 plus sales on a daily, almost hourly basis. I'll be honest with you guys. This time last year, I think the highest record sale was like $120,000. And I think I was going wild on Twitter because we had broken that record for the first time in history. And I think it was the Jose Delbo / Trevor Jones collab that did that. But to think that we're doing this much sales at this prices now on almost a daily basis, in fact, probably a daily basis, is insane. It's crazy, right? It makes me think like, what's it going to be like 2 years from now? Are we going to be seeing $1 million sales on a daily basis? So anyway, Twitter releases NFTs for free. A bunch of lucky people get them for free. And look at this. This is really important to see. This is very, very, very important to see. So a month ago, it looks like a month ago they were released. A month ago, the first sale happened for 25 Ethereum. There was a bit of hype where people were offloading them for 15 to 20 Ethereum. But then there was a bit of a quiet period, right? Maybe a few days later, 4, 5 days, 7 days later, you could see 7 Ethereum, 6 Ethereum as people kind of forgot. those people that that had them, they were just like, oh, they're probably not going to be worth much. Let me just cash out a quick 5 to 7 Ethereum. And this happens with every project. It happens with every project where there's a massive launch, there's some buzz at the start, and then there's a die-off period where there's a week or 2 or 3 weeks of no one really caring for a while. And then if the project has some merit, if the project has an ability for people to come back and find value in it, then it moons, right? And so that's why recently, in the last 2 to 3 days, as people have gone out hunting for historical NFTs once again, there you go. There you've seen them go up from 20, 30, 40, 60 Ethereum, 69 Ethereum, 72 Ethereum. It's gone up quite a lot. And now it looks like the recent sale is 50 Ethereum. But to think that there's only 140 of these, and if Twitter goes on to do millions of NFTs in the future, maybe they go off and build games and all sorts of things and be quite integral to the space, you better believe that these will be quite iconic. The fact that you own a Twitter NFT will be like, holy shit, this guy owns a Twitter NFT. Twitter NFTs are going to be as common as internet in a household. People are going to know them just like how you download images on your phone, or how you have phones and websites and the internet. You're going to have digital wallets transferring NFTs and assets, crypto, art pieces, game items, ID, all that sort of stuff will be NFTs, right? So if you can kind of predict and envision what that looks like in 3 years, 5 years time, and how common it'll be on the household compared to how uncommon it is today, here and now, then you can kind of predict which NFTs will go on to be pretty big. All right, let's keep moving on. We had Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali releases NFTs through the lens on Wax. Now, it's not obviously not Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali unfortunately passed away. RIP. Big fan of Muhammad Ali's early work. I'm a big fan of boxing. I actually watch his clips every now and then. So looks like the people that have rights to his brand are releasing Muhammad Ali NFTs. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about someone else, a group of people making money on a brand of someone that's died. Is it his family? Is his family using that name? Or is it a consultancy or a business company? I don't know. It would have been freaking amazing if he was still in existence, if he was still living, and you could buy these NFTs. They'll probably still go on to hold some sort of value, but you know, it's I don't know how to feel about it, right? 3 packs to purchase. You can get any of these packs, and it looks like they will. You can get any of these randomized NFTs from them. Now, Wax, I haven't checked out Wax recently, but they definitely are an OG NFT blockchain where NFTs on them, people have done all sorts of collectibles, but you can see here on the last 24 hours, the rankings, Ethereum. Well, you got Ronin up here, then you have Ethereum, Flow, Ethereum, Polygon, Zrun doing well on Polygon. Then somewhere down here you got Wax, so Alien Worlds on Wax. Then you got Splinterlands on Wax. Then you have Tops, MLB, and Our Planet. So they've got some sort of volume, but nothing comparable to Ethereum. Can we filter this by just Wax? That would be pretty cool. Looks like we can't. Maybe I don't know how to. Holy shit! A Bored Ape sold for 650K. That's insane. Oh my god. Alright guys, we have to check this out. Let me just. Is the Bored Ape floor more than 15 ETH? Because oh my god. I can't believe these projects sometimes. Yeah, 15, 16 ETH floor. It's insane. I think these were minted at like 0.1 ETH each, and 0.1 ETH would have been a few $100s back then. Now 15 ETH is, what's 15 ETH, guys? 45,000 US dollars. So $500 to $45,000. You would have 100x'd on your Bored Ape. If you've bought 4 or 5 of them, you would have probably been able to buy a house. It's mind-boggling to me sometimes the amount of money that can be made in this space. Crazy. Am I even in the frame? Let me just double check my. I said yeah. Oh, it's out of the frame. Okay, I gotta be here. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Muhammad Ali releases NFTs again. Wax have this similar sort of drop style where you just drop these packs, and yeah, you drop these packs and you can get this randomly generated other pieces. So they've done this again with Street Fighter. I think they've done it with William Shatner, and they've done it again with some other NFT projects, and it's kind of worked out well for them as people like this random chance sort of thing, right? It gives you an idea. It makes you feel a little bit like you're buying Pokemon cards, Dragon Ball Z cards, that sort of pack opening sort of thing where you get random cards. But you know what? It's digital, so they don't have to look like this. You know, we can look like 3D animated Muhammad Ali pieces, which you can take to the metaverse or crypto voxels or something. So anyway, let's see how this goes. I might buy a couple because I'm an Ali fan. I would love to know where the money goes first, though. Nine Chronicle raises $2.6 million growth round led by Animoca Brands. Now, Nine Chronicles is an RPG game showing a lot of DAU growth, 850% daily active user growth in Q2, with 500,000 NFTs crafted by players, 2,000 plus nodes powering the network daily. Wrapped NCG, I think NCG is their token. I think it's their token. IDO, so they're doing an IDO, which is an initial DEX offering similar to an ICO, but on something like Uniswap or somewhere. Trading starts on SushiSwap August 17th. They're releasing a token, and they are this. This is what Nine Chronicles are. Not sure if you can hear this, but it looks like it's a game where you can go out and play this sort of adventure mode thing. And I've put it up here because one, they raised quite a lot of money. $2.6 million is pretty cool, but it's also interesting because what you're seeing is, you know, people started off, guys. People started off as kind of experimenting and just having fun. You can see here, I think they put it here or somewhere else where it was, where is it? It was some information where it was some words by them where it was like, you know, we just started 3 years ago about building a game just for fun. We're stoked to be here, and basically showing that, you know, this project among other projects also came from just humble beginnings, right? People just came together wanting to build a product on a blockchain, and then the space blew up, and now like their game and building 3 years of building a product or a project has shown 20,000 people. Discord community has 20,000 people. Yeah, it just shows that there's a demand, or like just building something from scratch and having fun can have value 3 years down the line, right? And the fact that money gets injected, and people come and fund these projects, and obviously they get equity for it. So when $2.6 million is raised, they're obviously given away X percentage of equity, maybe 5% or 10% of the business is now owned by all of these projects. But the money now can be used to build a better project, employ more people, design better graphics, build more tokenomics, release more NFTs, etc., and grow the brand and the product. And this sort of loop of money coming in, people building great projects, continues on for people to build amazing things. And that's how you get, you know, this is how you get the Warcrafts and the League of Legends and all that sort of stuff. This funding comes in, people build great projects. So it's an idea. It is a hint as to other games also getting investments, which will probably look very different. Their projects will look quite different in the next 2 to 3 years once they deploy all that funds. All right, guys, I think that is it. I think we are done. Now let's see who won the giveaway. Love to see who won the giveaway. Now, NFT strategy is going nuts. Remember to join NFT strategy. Again, like it is one of the best channels to discuss NFT things. Maddie's stream updates. Congratulations, Black Ram. You have won an Astro Friend, man. So contact us. 201 people. Looks like 201 people reacted. 198 entrants, so it must have rolled it before the other 3 people came in and signed up. But congrats to you, mate. Please send across your, please contact Michael, or Michael will contact you, and I'll send you an Astro Friend, which you'll also get a Rick and Morty inspired NFT. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Please like and comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you join me every single day, 7 p.m. EST, the exact same time, Monday to Friday, guys. So obviously the weekend just passed. My Monday is today, which is Sunday on many other projects. So, you know, like it's Sunday to Thursday for much of you guys, but Monday to Friday for me. I may start doing 6 days a week. Who knows? I've had a baby. My wife's had a baby a month ago. So I'm still kind of getting used to that, having some sleepless nights and all sorts of things. But it's been fun, and I'd love to do this every day. So we'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll be giving away something which I haven't decided yet. So thank you for joining. See you guys tomorrow, and it's been a pleasure, and have a great rest of your weekend, evening, and have a happy Monday.